We haven't told them that I have cerebral palsy. They all still think I'm drunk. So I'm not drunk, I have cerebral palsy, but if I get drunk, I walk straight, so it's super confusing. Like it could go.
Now I see we've come so far. We rise above everything. So open up your eyes and live right now,
When I started doing comedy, I was watching Richard Pryor, I was watching Andrew Dice Clay, I was watching Whoopi Goldberg. I used every slur in the book. I was the nastiest human being on stage, and I loved it. And then 9/11 happened, and suddenly I became an Arab Muslim living in Jersey, right across the river, in a time where it wasn't really cool to be Arab and Muslim. So what I did was I founded this thing called the New York Arab American Comedy Festival with my friend Dean, and what we wanted to do was counter the negative images of Arabs and Muslims in media, because we had been the grandfathers of comedy. Right. We had Jamie Farr and Danny Thomas and Kathy Najimy. So I went out and became a voice to say, yes, I'm Muslim, but I'm also American, and you can be American like everyone. One of the things people love to say to me on Twitter is, go back to your own country. And I'm like, Jersey?
Okay.
Jersey?
Okay.
You know?
Well, actually, that's actually one of those situations where what seems like a crucible or a crisis, 9/11, actually pivoted you towards the reason that you're here.
It pivoted me to have more recognition, but people still didn't look at me as someone with a disability. That only happened in 2013. In 2013, I went and did the TED Talk. They translated it into 41 languages, and that's when I understood that it was the whole Spiderman thing, with great power comes great responsibility. Because they translated me into all these languages and people started reaching out to me. And they saw whatever they wanted to see in the talk. So Palestinians were like, a positive image of Palestinians, we've never seen this. And Muslims are like, wow, we're really proud that you're showing diversity. Because I think another thing, when people hear the word Muslim, they think of us being covered. And you know, a majority of Muslim women actually don't choose to cover. And there's no shame in doing that, and I respect any woman's choice. You can wear anything from a bikini to a burqa. If it's your choice, I support you 100%. But then I had kids reaching out to me and saying, I have a disability, I'm bullied every day. I have a disability, and my parents hate me, and they say that I threw their marriage and their life off course. I have a disability, and I faced violence every single day of my life from kindergarten to 12th grade. And that's when I realized that not only did I have responsibility, but that responsibility extended to being on stage. And I changed what I did in my comedy. I sat back and realized that I could be just as funny and so much more powerful if I took all the hate, all the slurs, all the cheap, easy jokes out of my work and instead empowered people while making them laugh.
So good.